So let's talk about the talky or the sometimes snappy end of the client. How do you deal with difficult clients, and do you have any examples?
I think you have to, obviously with all of our clients, we want to be professional, we want to be kind, we want to be empathetic, but we also have to set barriers for ourselves, because self care is very important. We can't just, grin and bear it, as they say, and take, all of the bad things our clients might say to us or about us. So I think that's how I first step into the picture, is just saying, okay, let's give this client a chance. So I think your question was kind of like more specific, like cases. Was that it? I forgot the
Yeah,
first
yeah. If you
one.
have
Yeah.
a example, maybe no names, of course, but
Yeah. I have one client that has. I had one client, right? So that their dog was actually dangerous, and the dog was had bitten them very severely. So the owners,
oh
and
wow,
but they were not seeing the potential danger and severity of it. Actually, one of the clients was sent to the hospital. I mean, with really like needed surgery because of the dog's bite injuries. But because they're so attached to their dog and they don't want to, uh, they also don't want to be blamed for saying, "Oh, it's your fault," and that's how they're feeling. Like they feel like it's their fault, or they feel like it's. And sometimes, of course, it can be, but most of the time, it's not. It's just a misunderstanding of their dog, and so that was one of my most difficult cases, because I had to, kind of convey to this client, this dog is actually dangerous, and
they
probably
didn't know after being bitten.
no. That was the most why it was so difficult, because I'm trying to convince them, and they just weren't seeing that this actual dog could possibly kill you someday. And you have to navigate that conversation very carefully, because they might not, because you might be their only chance to kind of listen
Was
to
it
something like
just
that.
denial, and they thought like,
Yeah,
oh, he just like
yeah,
had a moment. He's not really like that.
exactly. And there was actually three separate attacks. One of them was really bad. Two others were pretty bad, but one was very bad. And and I think it's, again, because our culture says, we have to, it's never the dog's fault. Sometimes it's the opposite, of course, in our culture, but a lot of times we push this narrative of we have to save them all, we can't keep this, you gotta, it's your fault. And so the client was feeling very guilty, sort of
Right.
had all of those ideas pushed on them. So they weren't thinking of that at all. They're like, we can't rehome, we can't return the dog to the rescue, we have to stick through this. And I'm like, maybe you don't, because this dog is dangerous. And I didn't really, I didn't use those words at first, but it was just
But you had to eventually get them.
eventually, yeah, yeah, because
Just be like,
I
this
was,
dog could kill you. You need to
yeah, I
take
was I
that
was worried
action.
about their safety. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I
but
mean,
that's
if
rare. I mean, that's rare. Those kind of cases are certainly not common.